Davao Mayor Rodrigo Duterte indicated he is considering imposing a nationwide curfew and a stricter ban on cigarettes. Now, analysts are projecting sin stocks to lose their charm. Here with us today is Marvin Germo. He is the author of Stock Smarts to help us assess the markets under this new leader. Marvin, thanks for joining us this morning. Let's get right into it. Where are you putting your money?
All right. If you look at it, our economy has three bright spots last year and for the past few years. It was the BPO sector, OFW remittances, and we're a consumption-driven economy. I don't see Duterte changing all of that. So if I'm positioned in those stocks, there's no reason for me to panic. People will still spend. People will still use their OFW remittances to buy stuff that they don't need. So that will just continue to go on and on and on and on. And on.
Even for sin stocks?
Right, but how about sin stocks?
That's an exception. Liquor will probably taper off because of the liquor ban at 1 p.m. People will probably, there might be an adjustment. People will just buy earlier for those that want to buy and really want to drink. But we'll have to see how will this affect consumption in that aspect. Yes, sin stocks, I believe, will go down, but you have to look at it. When he tries to curb corruption, one thing that he will do is the salaries of police officers, he will increase from 15,000 to 75,000 pesos. That's 5 times.
So that might also increase consumption.
That will increase consumption. The salaries of teachers from 20,000 plus, he plans to double it. He plans to reduce taxes from those that are earning 20 to 25,000 pesos per month. That alone will already trigger more consumption, and you've seen the consumption stocks yesterday move up. Even today, they're up in the first few minutes. So that's already a sentiment that whatever was happening, I don't think is going to rock that.
Well, how about casinos? Because we're getting mixed signals here. Okay? Some say that they're going to suffer a blow because they're also considered a sin stock. Yeah. On the other hand, we also have some analysts from Credit Suisse saying that it might actually be positive for them because if there are bilateral talks with China, it will encourage more Chinese tourists coming here. What's your take on that?
My take on it, it's still not going to be bullish for this companies. And even if you look at the charts, they've still been battered. You look at 200-day moving averages for most of the stocks, they really haven't even challenged those.
I mean, of course, you're talking about gaming and casino stocks,
gaming and casino stocks, yeah. And when you look at it, if people stop drinking also, you see casinos running up till the wee hours. If that gets tapered off also, who's gonna earn from that?
What's your outlook on the peso?
The peso, wait.
And I should say as well, because in the weeks leading up to the elections, the peso had been losing ground a little bit. And then suddenly there were all these doomsday calls for the peso to weaken even further, and we've seen just the exact opposite happen
right
overnight.
After the election.
What we're seeing from the market and what we're seeing from the peso strengthening is people removing their hesitation from what's happening. Every election, people are hesitant. They want to see something peaceful. They want to see a good transition. We can do our speculations. We can do our forecasts, but it's the market who decides on what they're supposed to do. So if people are buying peso, it shows confidence. The question now is, for the market, how long will it last? Is it something that's just temporary, or is the fundamentals so good, both in the stock market and in our own peso, that it will continue to strengthen against the dollar?
Well, you just gave me my next question. How long will it last?
That's interesting. We have to
How long do you think it will last?
We have to actually see. For me, as long as it's at healthy levels, we don't go below 45. We stay from 45 to 47. It should be okay. We don't want something that's too extreme that will hit our other industries as well. Another thing I failed to mention a while ago, he does not change infrastructure. He will still continue and build more infrastructure. So I'll follow where he puts it. If the PPPs will still be there, I'll still look at stocks who will win those PPPs, companies who will win those PPPs, because that's where they will win projects for 30 years. That's passive cash for them for the next years to come.
Okay, Marvin, you're really an investor, so tell us the specific stocks that you're really looking at. So we talked about sectors. Give us some names.
Hang on, let me get my pen.
Okay, of course, if you're listening, you have to put an element of timing into this, because if you buy a good stock bought at the wrong time, it's still not going to give you the right results. But when I say consumption, you have Jollibee there, you have Pure Gold, you have Universal Robina Corporation, you have Metro Gaisano, you have
so you're saying you can buy this anytime, or you can buy them now?
If you're there for the long term, you want to position because of our fundamentals, you buy them, but you have to look long term. If you want to time it, there's strategic timings where the chart can actually tell you when you can possibly come in. So here's the thing: if you make a mistake in timing, the fundamentals of those stocks will carry you through. But if you want to time it properly, you can combine the fundamentals of those stocks plus the charts all together.
Competition in the retail sector not going to be a problem?
The thing about that is this: we have a growing population. You have the BPO industry with their employees, they're earning so much right now. They're the ones who's going to trigger it. We have a median age of around 23 years old, 23 to 25 years old, who has a lot of spending capacity right now. I believe they're going to trigger it. I believe it's them who's going to create this spending boom that we've never seen. There's so much more people sending in money that they're just going to spend.
I might be hard pressed to find a more bullish person than you. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Marvin.
Thank you so much.